Ladies and gentlemen, friends, and dreamers, I want to begin by asking you a question that has shaped the lives of countless people before us, a question that will decide the course of your life as well. Do you truly believe in yourself? It sounds simple, doesn't it? We hear it in classrooms, on posters, from mentors, in movies: believe in yourself. But when life gets tough, when the bills pile up, when the world tells you you're not enough, when your own reflection whispers doubt into your ears, what does it really mean to believe in yourself? And how do we actually do it? I want you to picture a young child standing at the edge of a diving board, toes curled, knees trembling, staring down at the deep water below. Everyone is shouting, "Jump! You can do it!" But the child freezes. Why? Not because the water is too deep, not because the dive is impossible, but because in that moment, they don't believe in themselves. And if you don't believe, you can't leap. Friends, that child is not just someone else, it's you, it's me, it's every one of us at some point in our lives. Life keeps placing us at the edge of new diving boards, new challenges, new risks, new dreams, and the voice that decides whether we leap or retreat is not the world's voice, it's our own. Believing in yourself is not just about confidence. It's not standing in the mirror and forcing a smile while chanting affirmations. Believing in yourself is about knowing your worth when the world ignores it, holding on to your dreams when no one else claps for you, and choosing to rise when everything around you is pulling you down. But let me tell you something we often forget: believing in yourself does not mean believing you will never fail. It means believing that failure does not define you. It means trusting that even if you stumble, you will stand again. It's about seeing failure not as a wall but as a stepping stone, not as an ending but as a beginning. I want to share a story with you. A few years ago, there was a young man, I won't tell you his name because it could be any of us, who wanted to start a small business. He had no money, no support, no connections. He was mocked by friends, ignored by relatives, and even doubted by his own heart. Every time he pitched his idea, doors slammed in his face. Every time he tried, people said, "You're too young, you're too inexperienced, you're not cut out for this." He almost gave up. But then one day, standing alone, he told himself, "Even if no one else believes in me, I will believe in myself. Even if I fail, I will fail moving forward." That decision changed everything. He failed many more times, yes, but eventually his business grew. Not because the world suddenly supported him, but because he refused to stop believing in his own ability to grow, learn, and rise. That young man could be you. It could be the student who wants to pass an exam, the single mother trying to provide, the dreamer with a song in their heart, the worker with an invention in their mind, the writer staring at a blank page. The world is full of people who quit because they thought they weren't good enough. But history is written by those who chose to believe, even when no one else did. Now, you may be wondering, but how do I actually start believing in myself? Let me give you some truths, not theories, lessons I've learned from life, from failures, from watching ordinary people do extraordinary things. First, you must silence the voices of doubt. Doubt is a thief. It steals your courage, it robs your dreams, and it leaves you empty. Some voices will come from outside, critics, haters, those who can't see what you see. But some voices come from within, and those are the hardest to fight. That inner critic that says, "You're not smart enough. You're not strong enough. You're not worthy." My friends, you must talk back to that voice. You must remind yourself that worth is not something the world hands you, it's something you already carry inside. Second, you must take small steps of faith. Believing in yourself does not mean waiting until you're ready. You will never feel fully ready. You build belief by acting, by stepping into the unknown, by taking one small leap after another. Confidence is not something you wait for, it is something you create by moving. The child on the diving board will never gain courage by standing still, they must jump. Third, you must surround yourself with the right people. Sometimes, believing in yourself is easier when others believe with you. Find people who lift you, who remind you of your potential, who clap when you win and encourage you when you lose. And if you don't have them yet, let me tell you this, you can still be your own cheerleader. Stand in the silence and say to yourself, I believe. But here's the twist I promised you. The unexpected truth, believing in yourself is not just about you. It's about others too. Think about it. When you believe in yourself enough to pursue your dream, to rise after failure, to keep going when others quit, you don't just change your life, you light a path for someone else. Your courage becomes someone else's inspiration. Your persistence becomes someone else's hope. Your victory becomes someone else's proof that it can be done. I once met a woman who had lost everything in a storm, her home, her family's savings, her sense of stability. She told me that for months, she didn't believe she could go on. She wanted to quit life altogether. But then, one evening, she saw a young neighbor boy, who had also lost his home, helping his mother rebuild their small shelter with broken wood and tin sheets. That boy had nothing, yet he worked with determination and hope in his eyes. The woman said to me, if that little boy can believe he can rebuild, why can't I? That night, she decided to fight again, not just for herself, but for her children. Friends, this is the secret, when you believe in yourself, you give others permission to believe too. Your strength becomes contagious. Your light becomes a spark for someone still walking in the dark. So let me ask you again, do you believe in yourself? Not in your circumstances, not in your bank account, not in the approval of others, but in you? Because the day you do, everything changes. Believing in yourself doesn't guarantee life will be easy. But it guarantees you will never live small. It guarantees that no matter how many times you fall, you will rise. It guarantees that you will live with courage, with passion, with purpose. And maybe, just maybe, believing in yourself is the greatest act of kindness you can do for the world. Because a world full of people who believe, who try, who create, who love, who give, who rise, becomes a world full of hope. So today, I leave you with this. Stand tall, breathe deep, and tell yourself, I believe in me. Say it when you're afraid. Say it when you're tired. Say it when no one else will. Because your belief in yourself is the seed of every dream you will ever grow, the foundation of every mountain you will ever climb, and the fire that will light the path not just for you, but for everyone who follows after you. Believe in yourself, my friends. Not tomorrow, not someday, today. Because the world is waiting for the greatness that only you can bring. Thank you. And keep watching my videos and subscribe my channel for more videos.